Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Amaya and we are discussing about industrial automation. In the first video, we talked about definition of automation and how we can implement or what are the factors by which we can implement the different automations. Okay, so we have discussed about strengths of human or worker, and we have discussed the strengths of machines, and we need to work hand in hand so that I'm automating a full process. So the next question is, why do we automate, or why any industry thinks of automating a specific process? Now there is a debate about automation, that automation will cause the loss of jobs in the industry. Okay, but we are not discussing about that right now. We will be looking at the positive sides. Why, what are the reasons on which industry decides if the it want to industry wants to go for automation or not. Okay, so in general there are 8 or 9 reasons which are listed. You can find it in any industrial automation books. So we will try to discuss that in detail. So here the main question is, why industry or we should automate a specific process, and then we will try to answer that question. So first reason for automating is to increase the labor productivity. Now this labor productivity uh, will directly reflect into number of parts produced per hour. Okay, so greater output per hour will give the profit to the industry, right? So that is what the first reason of automation is, to increase the productivity of a labor. That will certainly reduce the error also, so effectively it will be increasing profit of the industry from that process or that product. So for that, industry can think of implementing the automation. Second reason is very simple. Second reason is to reduce the labor cost. Okay, now the idea behind this is, how we understand this, to reduce a labor cost. This is not the normal labor cost. This is about the high investments in the specialized tasks. Okay, let us say a welding operation. You need to have a specific skill to weld something, right? Or a CNC operations, you need to have understanding of machines or specific skills for operating those machines or tasks or processes. Okay, so if that specific labor, I don't want to spend high cost for that skill, I can replace that with the automation. So this is from the skill point of view, high cost of the skilled labor. Okay, that can be reduced because of the automation of implementing automation. So it is from that background. Then there is something important, that is shortage of labor. Okay, so third reason is to manage effect of labor shortage. Okay, in many advanced countries there are possibilities of, for the specific industries, you don't find labor in that specific region. Okay, so for that, you can industry can go for automation. Okay, the fourth reason is very important if we talk about the man machine integration. So it is to reduce or eliminate routine and clerical tasks. So this will reflect into better environment for the worker. So worker will be happy if we remove the remove the routine manual clerical tasks. Also, many of the tasks, after some period of time, worker finds it boring, or it develops a fatigue in the worker because of the repeated work of the specific process. So that can be definitely reduced or eliminate using the automation. Okay, so this is again for the improvement of the working condition for the worker. The fifth reason is to improve worker safety. Now there are a lot of processes which comes under the hazardous conditions, working conditions. Okay, so this is about shifting worker directly from active work condition to the passive work condition. So worker will be shifted to the observer's role. Okay, so instead of working actually on machine, worker will stand there and observe the process, assist the process if required from the systems and commands and instructions. So it is actually taking a passive, that will be developing a passive condition for worker, not the active condition. So that makes a more safer environment for the worker. Okay, so that is our fifth reason, and then we will move to the last four reasons. Those are to reduce manufacturing lead time. So sixth reason is to reduce manufacturing lead time, or it can be uh, to reduce the time between the manufacturing lead time is basically a time between the customer order and the product delivery. Okay, because of the automation, definitely we are going to increase the product manufacturing rate. So that will definitely reduce the manufacturing lead time. So if your industry wants to reduce that manufacturing lead time in the market, industry will think of automating their system. The seventh reason is to improve product quality. Now, automation, as we discussed in the previous video, machines will work more efficiently compared to worker, and it will work for more time, okay, with greater consistency. So, if industry thinks of implementing automation, that will be surely improving the product quality. Okay, you will be getting consistent products, finished products from the machines. Okay, so for that, industry can think of implementing the automation. The reason number 8 is very interesting: to accomplish a process that cannot be done manually. Okay, so whenever industry thinks of the automation, this can be the first reason of automating a system. Now, in the world of nanotechnology, micro technology, everything is reduced in size. So, as the size reduces, it is very difficult to manufacture that product with the manual operations. So, that precision, that complexity, that miniaturization, all things can be easily handled using machines. Okay, so whatever tasks which cannot be done manually can be replaced by a machine which will handle that process, whole process. Okay, so that is the very important reason of automating. And ninth is very confusing. Ninth is called avoid high cost of non-automating, okay, or not automating. So this reason is very interesting. If there are two companies which are competing in the market, and one company is having a fully automatic process which will produce a part, let us say in 10 minutes, a finished product in 10 minutes, and one industry is having a manual process which finishes the part in 30 minutes with the same quality. Definitely the industry which is having the automatic machines will produce more parts and will be selling more parts in the market. And that is the reason why industry goes for automation, because of the competitor. The competitor in market is already automating, so there is a loss for the industry if it is not automating. Now the very important point here I want to put is the automation, or going for in automation, installing machines or robots in my assembly line is a very expensive. Okay, that is that you cannot deny. Okay, so definitely automation will reflect into high investment, but that high investment can can have reasons like this, uh, on which you can industry or you can depend on, and then you can think of automating a system. Now the question is, what are the reasons you need to select out of these nine? So how many reasons you can select? So that depends on the industry. Industry can go for automation even for one of these reasons. Okay, all you can go for 2 3 reasons, or even all 9 reasons can be applicable for a specific industry. So basically industry don't go for automation directly without any thinking. There is always a thought behind the automation, reasons behind automation, and those reasons can be one of these 9 or 10 reasons which we have discussed. Those are the very common reasons on which industry goes for the automation. Okay, so this is what I want to discuss in this video. If you like the content, just go and like the video, subscribe my channel, and also visit the playlist which is right in front of you to get more videos on industrial automation. Thank you.